What's up, guys? Euphoric, good to see you. Utility man. Hopefully, you guys can hear me all right. I'm just trying to get my workspace set up since we're going to be doing some texturing. Logs, no. Mod packs, Focus core, resource packs. What's up, Galaxy? How are you doing? We will extract that. I think what we're going to work on is probably some embers, because there's no pure BD craft pack that I can find for the embers mod. Never seen me in a white shirt. So let me tell you why that is. And it's probably because I'm doing something kind of dumb, if I'm being honest with you. But for some reason, most of the time, if I'm wearing white in front of this camera with my lighting setup, like, it just goes bonkers. It can't figure out, like, if I move, it can't figure out if it's the middle of the night or broad daylight. Like, my shirt is the sun. So that's kind of where that comes from. So we got our folder set up. What else do we need? We should probably get the default. We should probably get the default textures out of Embers. So I'm just going to open that jar up like it's a zip file. Assets. Let's drag that down. All right, so that's the default assets. Now we go into our resource packs. Hello, Zald. How's it going? Zald, were you still thinking about jumping in the voice channel? Got some twinkle in my... Hey, let me tell you something, all right? Because I didn't go to work last night and I didn't have to go through the sun, I feel like $1,000. Straight up. $1,000. It's great. It's great to be alive, guys. How did I fit a Twinkie? Twinkie in my eye? I don't know if that's what we're talking about. Alright, so we're going to need embers. Oh, did I already do all that? Okay. Embers, textures, blocks, items. Okay, so it looks like I may have taken just the materials already. So let's see what else we got. Textures, blocks. Oh man, this adds a ton of stuff. An absolute gobstop of stuff. So here's all our blocks. Copy that over. And don't replace the ones we've got. Oh, that's some ugly sorting. Group by type, please. Thank you. That's a little bit better. So we've got a lot to work with. And that's just on the blocks. What's the items folder look like? That's what I'm curious for. Items. Oh, so many items. This is going to be a thing, isn't it? Oh yeah, this is definitely going to be a thing. At least some of it looks pretty simple. Like the tools, those are going to be really easy to make by using existing textures. So the tools aren't going to be a big deal. Golem's eye. I think we've got enough other textures to kind of mash something together. So that might be fine. What else do we have? Blocks, items, and GUI are typically the ones I care about. They have a pretty interesting GUI, though. It's not terrible. Alright, so embers, textures. Let's create a GUI folder and move the default into there. Alright, so now our texture pack is loaded up with all the default embers textures. So we go ahead and get rid of that. What's next? We need to have Photoshop open. That's what we need. Embers. Do I release my Minecraft mods to the public? Well, so the only actual mod that I have, not counting all these textures. I haven't done the textures yet. I thought about it because we have a lot of custom textures that you can't find anywhere else. But the only mod I really have is a mod I made specifically to our mod pack to make all the other mods play nicely with each other. So, like, perfect example, we use Tinker's Construct to create a huge smeltery so that you can melt materials down. Then let's say we have another mod that adds like mana steel bars. Well, that mod, that Mana Steel bar can't be melted in Tinker Smeltery because it has no idea that it exists. And so I have a ton of code wrapping around all of that to basically take everything that can be melted in any mod and making it work together. So it's more of a helper mod than anything else. Oh no! That's the other thing, Zeld. It doesn't require that you have all our mods installed. The only one the only one you'd really want that you'd be missing out on most of it without is probably Tinker's Construct, but the rest of it does checks. It's no hard dependency. It just says, hey, by the way, if you also happen to have this installed, then it'll do this. Yep, it backseats for pretty much all of it. So, all right, so we've got this open, we got that open. Now we just need to get Minecraft open. How are y'all doing tonight anyway? Hopefully you're doing well. If you're tuning in because you were hoping to see Allison and Ryan, or as you may know them, Hidden Spike Trap and the Utility Man doing some Chariot, I believe they are going to be continuing that in about an hour and 10 minutes or so. And so we're going to be handing off to them when they start. But in the meantime, you get to sit here with me. I know how much you guys love being here. Galaxy power still out. Dang, that's unfortunate. Oh, you got enough sleep too, Euphoric? Okay, so you didn't get enough sleep. I'm glad you added the sarcasm tag. Hopefully everything's coming through pretty good for you guys. The quality should be good. I know that trying to look at my Windows text is probably not the easiest. Oh my God, Smash Brothers! By the way, I hope Ryan, aka Utility Man, doesn't hate me for this, but look forward to this Saturday's episode of Warp Stage 3. Have we got some discussions for you already planned? It's going to be great. In fact, Euphoric, what are you up to Saturday coming up at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time? Because we are going to be looking for a third panelist. Yeah, we would be dumb not to. Yeah, if you want in on the show, I'm not even going to force you to use webcam unless you want to. But we would love to have a third if you're interested. If you think you can make it, let Utility Man know, and he'll send you an invite to our show channel. I don't mean to be presumptuous, Ryan, but I assumed that you would be willing to do that. This right here, this screen you guys are staring at, this is the only thing that sucks about modded Minecraft. Is sitting here staring at the loading screen for hours on end. Talk about Melee. Shattering expectations to talk about Melee. I like the way you worded that. Actually, if I'm being honest with you, Ryan could probably just duplicate his camera and be two callers on the show at the same time and carry on a full-length like documentary interview with himself, and the show would be like action-packed, if I'm being real. Yeah, okay, so Euphoric is asking, when am I getting a Switch to join in on the hype? Well, I made the mistake of making a promise that if Simon was added to Smash, I would get a Nintendo Switch. And now, well, I might have to buy one at this point. You must be tripping, Zald. Oh, I didn't hear what you said either, because I'm rude. I didn't hear what you said, Zald, about if you were jumping in voice chat or not. Oh, are you kidding? Simon would be the only character in the game at that point. No other characters exist. Except for maybe Zero Suit Samus. Simon and Zero Suit Samus. It's like a match made in heaven. Alright, so first thing we need to do is load from our resource pack that we're working on, not this zip that's already compiled. And you'll probably see me leave the game anytime I make an update to the pack. And the reason is just so that refreshing the new pack is faster. Because for some reason, under Forge, reloading your pack, you just sit here staring at it for a little while. But it does give me a chance to talk to you guys. So there's that. Auto knockbacks into the nearest pit. What is this all about? You better not be throwing shade at Simon Belmont. I feel like that's what you're doing, is you're throwing shade. What are we vaping on today? Got berry belts. I don't know if you guys can read that. It's probably all kinds of blurred because I don't have autofocus on. But yep, berry belts by Naked. That's our flavor for the day. Victor Moore though, yeah, that makes sense. As you can see, we're just waiting on this resource pack to like load. I wonder if this is fixed in newer Forge versions. I doubt it though. First switching over from a zip to flat files like we're doing takes a while. So Zoud, have you gone through Embers at all? Because that's what we're going to be working on textures for, is Embers. And I know my cam kind of flickers a little bit off and on. I think I need a new cable connector, but you just have to work with me on it. Alright, so if you know anything at all about Embers, you're ahead of me. So if I run into anything, I have a question, maybe I'll poke at you. Alright, single player, new world, creative, super flat, and we're going to call this Embers though. Structure's off, cheats on. That looks good. Did I just leave it new world? Or did I change it? I didn't see. What is that shirt I'm wearing? Oh my god, Mila! Do I really not? Chaosmic 11, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you here. But do I really not ever wear white in front of you? I wear white all the time when I'm out in the world. That's so crazy. Alright, so at Embers. Oh man, so this is where the fun begins, isn't it? Let's clear out all this garbage. Nice little wave for the camera. There I am. Alright, so Embers is the one we're going to be working on. Let's just slam some of this stuff down. Where's our blocks that we didn't do? Alright. Caminite. That must be a thing that Embers uses. I don't know. Fluid pipe, fluid extractor, melter, receptor, emitter. Okay, no, I don't like that. We will handle the Caminite right now. What else can we handle? A lot of these seem to have the same design. Like this, you could see it's got like corners on it, but so do most of the other things. That could be good. When the design is like copied across multiple models, it's a lot easier to texture because you just texture once and then you can do some copy pasting. So that is good. Try Coke. Coca-Cola is better than Pepsi. Come at me. Come at me. Alright, so we're just going to start off really easy, I think. We're going to get some of these more blocky, just flat block looking things. Just throw some of these down. Archaic brick. Is there stairs for that? No, it doesn't look like it. Interesting. Archaic edge. I don't know what that is, but there's that. Tile. Okay. Light. Alright, now just to show you what some of our other bricks look like, and we'll probably be taking some of the bricks and going from there to copy them over. Let's see, blood magic, that's one that I did. So our bricks are probably going to want to be kind of like, well, no, because these are fat bricks. These are like automatically thin bricks. I believe I have something like that right there. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Okay, so we could be able to create these brick designs fairly easy. That's going to basically just be this texture copied with some color correction and pasted into Photoshop. So, where is that from? That's from Blood Magic. That should be easy. Let's get this up just so we have a screenshot of it. Okay. Don't know how to install a texture pack. So installing a texture pack, if you go under options, resource packs, you're going to have this thing that says open resource pack folder. If you open that, any zips, which are resource packs, or just even flat folder resource packs, whichever way you want to go, this is where they would go in. And then you just make sure you have them enabled. So like here's the 3 I have enabled at the moment. Let me exit full screen on this thing, because that's going to cause, tabbing in and out is going to cause some black borders or a black screen for you guys. I don't want to do that to you. So we'll just keep it in a window. Keep it nice in a window. All right. So we know we like the texture for these bricks, and we want to put them on the Embers Caminite bricks. So let's go under our resource pack, Embers, because we copied all the defaults over. And let's find the Caminite bricks. Caminite tile, that's probably the one. Open with Photoshop. It's on RBG, so image size. We like our pack to be 64 by 64. So there's that. Let's get a second browser open, and we're gonna go, what was that, Blood Magic? Yeah, Blood Magic. Textures, blocks, and we're gonna find the bricks that we were looking at earlier. Was it not Blood Magic? I swear it was Blood Magic. Blood Magic. Raw stone bricks. That's right. They have it under dungeon. So we're gonna take this, because we're gonna be using that. Okay. And we're just gonna overlay it just like that. So now we have the Blood Magic brick. That's not even the right brick either. I lied about everything, guys. I'm such a liar. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to get the right brick. That's probably going to be step 1. Copy and get rid of that. Paste. Alright, so now we just need to color match. So I'm going to put this up here, move it out of the way a little bit, just like that. $200 bits from Trayton. Fuck off, Largo. I'm king. Oh my god. Oh my god. Did you actually take number 1? You took number 1 spot. I was on that list, Trayton. Thanks for the bits, Trey, but you kicked me off of the spot. What is wrong with you, sir? Alright, so we need to do a hue saturation layer. And I like to go colorize just because it's easier to hone in exactly where you want to go. You see how I'm kind of playing with the colors here to make it match as close as possible to the base. It looks pretty close to the base. But you'll notice the default texture has a lot more light spots in it than this. This is a little bit flatter. So what I would probably do here is add a curve layer. That allows me to kind of dip down the darks and bring out the lights a lot better. And you can kind of go back and forth and play with these as needed. So lower the saturation down a little bit. Maybe that's just too bright, too dark. Just like that. And now we have a 1-to-1 upgrade from default to fax level. Zald has a good idea for a block. What? Okay. And also, I saw that typo. Chaosmic. Hi, Tret. I am now going to start calling Trayton Tret, by the way. And Zoud, I don't trust whatever your idea is, if I'm being honest. All right, I'm probably going to be reusing these same color samples, so I'm going to put those in a group, and I'm just going to call this Caminite coloring. That way I can reuse it in a bit. All right, export, quick export, and it should be Caminite tile, so we're going to hit save, yes. And just to make sure we're doing everything appropriately, these two should be updated if I refresh. Now, refreshing is going to take a very long time. So F3 plus T to refresh the textures. And then I get to sit back and watch you guys. Trayton, Norway, the beast of the north. The mythos has begun. I don't know how I feel about that, if I'm being honest. A lot of Caminite. Is there a... So here's a question for you then, Tret, as it were. Here's a question for you, Tret. When you say there's a lot of Caminite textures, are you saying there's a lot of different bricks like this, or just the devices and structures have kind of the Caminite in their texture? Or is there just like a lot of blocks? You know how blocks can have like a carved, chiseled, tiled brick, polish, all that good stuff? Mythos or mythos. I think Zalbathar might be talking about mythos. Is that even a word? You got me curious now. I'm going to look that up. Let's find out. Mythos. Not off to a good start, guys. Not off to a good start on mythos. Oh, okay. So Google just says, did you mean mythos? Sorry, Zoud. I tried to save you, buddy. I tried to save you, but not even Google knows about mythos. All right, so multi-blocks. That's the other thing I don't know about is the multi-blocks. I wonder if the multi-blocks show up in this list or if I need to look them up to build them and texture them properly. He's a word? What kind of word? The kind of word you can't say on TV? Like, if we were to say it, on a scale of 0 to you're going to jail, how bad would it be for me? Constant unfortunately. Okay, so as you can see, this did nothing for the Caminite. So that has me wondering, Embers Cam, what got textured by that update? Okay. Because I have the Caminite tile, and yet these are not there. Okay, so it must have been something else. Let's go through the list. Can we do a search? Camim. No, okay, I guess search hates us today. Can we search brick? Block Caminite brick. Block Caminite large brick. Okay, I see. So we do export and then do a search for brick. That's this, right? And then remember that that file I said I did wrong because we didn't need it? Well, we actually do need it. So let's put that in there. And as you can see, the coloring gets automatically applied. And this is going to be the large brick. It's a brick house. Okay, there we go. Just like that. Now it should show up once I do this. I'm not sure what the Caminite tile was used for because I didn't see it in the search results after we textured it. Go to Gowl when he kills a certain enemy in Dark Souls, and it's a meme on his channel. The hell is a Gowl? That almost reminds me of, have you guys seen, what was that, Stargate? Remember Stargate and the people were the Gua'ul? I always got into fights with people on how to properly pronounce that. Gua'uld. You have to look it up. It was the dude who's had like the yellow insignia on his forehead. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about. I don't even know if I know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I'll have to look up the multi-block structures when I get to that. Gua'uld. I kind of want to see Stargate now again. Didn't they have a movie? I know they had the TV show because I watched that. I'm pretty sure I saw the movie. What's your favorite movie, guys? Like all-time favorite movie in this moment, in this current state of existence. What is your favorite movie? That's the question of the hour. There's a mod for Stargates. I'm sure we have enough mods put together. We could create a Stargate of our own if we really wanted to. Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Bueller. It's not a bad choice. A little bit more classic at this point. Any fans of Firefly? And yeah, all-time favorite movies, Albathar. Go. What you got? Oh, someone likes the Firefly. Yeah. See, Zald, I knew we were brothers. I knew it.
Bueller.
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 I have someone in the voice chat. Who is it? I know who you are. I notice I also don't have... I should turn off the day cycle. Whatever. I notice I don't have the voice chat overlay. That's okay. I'll worry about that later. Welcome to the party, by the way. Oh, did you already leave? You came in just to say Bueller and then Jet? Wow, Asura. That is what an Asura thing to do. That's just classic Asura right there. All right, so as you can see, the Chamomite did work. So now let's work on Archaic. Maybe we work on Archaic. What else is there? Archaic brick. Looks like the Archaic... What? Okay. I think... Let's refresh this a little bit. Chaosmic, thank you so much for the follow. You are a superhero. Everyone else in this chat doesn't count now because Chaosmic just followed. Therefore, Chaosmic is the only one in this chat that matters. Don't take it personally, but it's personal. Did that scare you? All right, so we got Archaic bricks. It doesn't look like they have a big form. That's fine. So let's take the bricks in. We're just going to get our colorization correct. All right, and we'll notice it's not that. Okay, there we go. It's more of a reddish color. So let's duplicate our Chamomite, and we'll call this Archaic. And now we can play with these colors separately. That's a little bit more red. It's definitely not as bright. So maybe a reddish brown color. Curves, we'll lower that brightness a little bit. Maybe we'll drop that darkness just a little bit. And a little bit of playing around with the color here. And that looks like a pretty good match. I think that matches splendidly for Archaic bricks. So let's hide that. There we go. Yeah, that's a pretty good match. We'll go with that. Search for a brick. Make sure we get the right one. Archaic bricks. Just like that. And it looks like we have some ashen blocks in there as well. Ashen brick. What's this? Frost placed the ember boar 3 blocks above the ground. Why are you trying to scare me? That sounds scary. That sounds very scary. I wonder what other ashen things they have in there as well.